Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Quakers baseball. Great to have you with us. A sunny day, much better than 8 days ago when the last time we were here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium in that matchup. It went over 3 hours against Olivet. The Quakers rallied to win that game, so it's been 8 days since the Quakers have played, and today they'll take on the student princes of Heidelberg, who come in at 6-4. The Quakers at 3-1. Good to have you with us. Quakers 8 days off, as we'd mentioned, so it's been a long string. I don't remember the last time at the beginning of a year where the Quakers have played and then have gone 8 days, but they had that doubleheader against Oberlin postponed. We'll tell you more about that if that doubleheader is rescheduled, or the Quakers will decide to try to play someone else here in the next couple of weeks. But today, another freshman. Last time it was Jordan Christian. Today the Quakers will be going with Kyle Gordon. Gorman will get his first start. It'll be his fourth appearance of the year. Heidelberg now 6-4. They've won 4 out of their last 5. They lost their last outing against Keystone by a final of 6-4. But believe me, they are a very quality baseball program coming in here this afternoon. This, once again, is our pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear. When we come back in a couple of moments, we'll hear from head coach Steve Sakasitz, get his thoughts about where his team is right now. We'll also scout this Heidelberg team, check out the latest HCAC standings, get those starters in as we will play baseball here this afternoon in Richmond. We'll come back with the head coach next. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Dargowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Let's start first off with this Heidelberg baseball team. You and I talked earlier this week on Strictly Baseball that they've had a pedigree of success, and they come in here today. If you look at them on paper, their record doesn't necessarily make you go wow, but you also know they have a winning tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a team that when we first took this place over at Earlham, we wanted to get similar to Heidelberg nationwide as a baseball power. We want to get to that point. I think we're closer, and they're a team that again, has been in the World Series a few years and, playing a similar style of what we play. And it's going to be a great fight for us here in the midweek non-conference. Again, playing a team that is fairly good.
You mentioned the way they play, 52 stolen bases coming in this one here today, so they're going to run on you today, I would imagine.
Well, they're going to attempt to. That's what the goal is on their part. If we can do a good job of holding runners on our staff, and then I see Cody behind the dish, hopefully he can alleviate all of that stuff. But really, we're going to go out there and play our game. Let them play their game, but hopefully if we play our game, we'll be successful.
You mentioned something a couple of moments ago, too, that you didn't get a chance to play. In fact, it's been a while since you played. How much do you think that will affect you guys today?
It's only a mental thing. As we talked to our kids before the game, there was things we want to go over today. One, we want to go out there, and we want to be mentally stronger than we've been. We want to go out there with confidence. We want to go out there, play our game, and we want to go out there and make sure that we don't leave the field today like playing 9 innings. If we play extras, that we're going hard all night. If we do those things, that's not anything other than just going out there and putting effort into it, mentally knowing that if we go get down, we're going to be able to come back into it. So it's going to be great for us to get out there. Do I think it's going to be an issue for us playing well? You got to go out there and see it. Again, our kids are resilient. If
something like that is, adversity certainly will make you much stronger, and you may face it sometime again down the road during conference time.
Absolutely. We like doing stretches where games get rained out. We got to go out there and play good teams in the heartland and go out there and beat them. And our goal is to go out every single game we're out here playing, especially a team that's as good as they are, and get ourselves on track. Because, I can tell you we're going to play 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, again Wednesday, and then the weekend. And we've got a lot of baseball coming up there. It starts basically starting today.
What did you do during this time to get yourself ready for this stretch? Because, again, I would imagine, I know the field was kind of clear a couple of days ago, but you didn't get out here, I would imagine, as much as you would have liked to from a practice standpoint. What did you do?
Right now, as you're in your season, you're not really doing much. You got a lot of review, your team defense stuff. Make sure you guys know that stuff. Do a lot of swings, a lot of pitching that we can, go live as much as we can inside. Temperatures haven't been conducive for us to be outside recently, but doesn't mean we're not working hard inside and getting stuff done. But it's really not, we're not reinventing the wheel. It's just getting our guys reps and having them, be stronger and competing in practice. And when you compete in practice, the easier it is when you come and do it in the game.
Pitching is so important again today. Talk a little bit about what you'll go with today. And I always know your attitude toward pitching, and you talk about that. Let's go after the hitters, get ahead in the count. What do you expect today?
Well, I expect them to do that. I expect them to go after the hitters and get ahead in counts. And, our goal is out there in that first inning, put a 0 up on their part. And if we don't, the next inning, go out and put a 0 up on their part. Again, we're playing good teams like this. They're going to hit some good pitches that they probably shouldn't hit because they're good players. But we're going to go with a bunch of guys out there today. We're going to start with freshman Kyle Gorman. See what he can give us out there. But then we got our weekend guys coming as well, too. We're going to go with Holloway and we got Walter back. So Walter will throw innings for us today. We're going to use a lot of guys. Get ourselves ready for the weekend. Just like we haven't played in a while, I want to get some guys going today so that we get ready and we have some meetings underneath our belt. We can play Bloomington on the weekend.
The nice thing about it is you start another freshman. You need to see what these guys can do right now.
Well, if you look at it, we're going to have to start one of the freshmen, or at least 2 of them probably, one on our weekend and one in the midweek. And we've had success with our young guys doing that. Walter last year in the midweek had success. But, we're giving opportunities to a lot of guys. Right now, this will be our 3rd freshman that's going to start for us this year. And so that's exciting. They're going to have innings underneath their belts. And by the time you go into conference, just like you said earlier, again, you're hoping that you prepare yourself that you've seen what you've got. And that's what we're doing in our conference. See what we have here, see what guys can do what, and give ourselves the best position to win.
What's Gordon do well?
When he's good, he throws a lot of strikes. He's going to be a funky arm action guy. So the ball's going to come out of the hand a little bit different. The guys are going to see it. He's a low-80s guy. He's going to mix up speeds and do those things. And he hits his spots and good. He threw not so well against Slade, but when we were out here against Heidelberg, he threw that last inning out there and got us out of it pretty quickly, 3 outs. And, we want to give him as much confidence we give these young guys. We're going to try to do that. And again, seeing him out there today, I'm excited to see how he reacts as a starter, his first college start here, and see what he can do.
Coach, I want to thank you and Randall Stadler for giving me the press box when you guys are out here. It's nice and warm in there, so thank you for that.
Well, no problem. We do have heaters on our side of the dugout, so we're not doing too bad on that part of it. But, if there are guys moving around like we talk about, running out the play, and doing that stuff, you're staying warm already. So, again, you like to be in shorts and a t-shirt, so that's your style of dressing. And we're dressing like it's 70 in the city out here. So, we got some layers on, but we're going to do it again.
As he mentioned, a sunny day today, light wind that'll be blowing pretty much either to center field or to right field. Nothing like the last time we were here against Olivet, but the temperatures, though, into the low 40s. As we continue in the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, you look at this Heidelberg team, as we'd mentioned, they're 6-4. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They're a much better hitting team than they're pitching right now, which sometimes is expected this early in the baseball season. They're hitting at .284. They have stolen 32 bases in their first 10 games, so that'll be a certain challenge today for Cody Krumloff and this Earlham defense. But defensively, they're not very good right now. 19 errors in their first 10 ball games. We will come back, continue here on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Got your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
It'll be Heidelberg and Earlham, as we mentioned, the freshmen going today for the Quakers, as this will be the second straight game in which the Quakers have decided to go with a freshman getting the start, and today will be a right-hander. Of course, last time it was Jordan Christian. Today we will see the right-hander Kyle Gorman out of Cincinnati. We'll give you his numbers coming up in just a couple of moments. Here's the lineup he will be facing here this afternoon. Leading things off and playing shortstop will be Joey Ridzuski. Batting second in left field, Matt Sykes. Hitting third, the right fielder, Alex Manor. The cleanup hitter playing third base, Adam Hirschberger. Hitting fifth in center field, Darren Shirk. Hitting sixth, the first baseman, Parker Frank. Hitting seventh, the second baseman, Evan Long. Hitting in the number 8 hole today, the DH, Kyle Slovic. And hitting ninth and catching will be Joe Walton. So again, it'll be Ridzuski, Sykes, Manor, Hirschberger, Shirk, Frank, Long, Slovic, and Walton here this afternoon for the Berg. Well, I mentioned the right-hander throwing in for Kyle Gorman. This will be his 4th appearance of the season. He's only thrown an inning and a third to this point, giving up 5 hits, 6 runs, 3 of those earned, 1 strikeout and 2 walks. And his ERA coming in a robust 20.25. Heard Coach Sack talk a little bit about what he'll try to do today. And one thing, besides getting the win for this ball club here this afternoon, is just throw strikes and certainly try to keep the ball down in the strike zone. Again, the ball will carry at this ballpark. As we saw the last time out, though it will not be as wind-aided today as the last time we were here against Olivet. Ridzuski will lead things off. He's off to a good start. 6 runs driven in, 381 batting average, and 12 stolen bases. So if there's a guy you want to keep off the base paths, it's this young man right here. And our start time at 4 o'clock, and that first pitch is low and outside for a ball. As always, we'll set that defensive lineup for you coming up in just a couple of moments here for the Quakers. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that's in there for a strike, and that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Heidelberg again at 6-4 on the year. Gorman's pitch is on the way. It's up high, 2 balls and a strike. Krumloff behind the plate for the Quakers this afternoon. Elkis at first, Bach is at second, Laird at short, and Dot down at third. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the outfield for the Quakers, Barger in left, Lynch in center, and Baker gets the start this afternoon in right field. The break-even pitch on the way, ground ball down the line. We'll call the action down the lines. That'll be an extra base hit. Heading to second will be Ridzuski, and he'll be in with a stand-up double and a good start for the Berg here this afternoon. That ball just inside the bag, and for Eric Elkis, that would have taken a great play just to get to that baseball. So the double for Ridzuski, and that'll bring up Matt Sykes. Sykes hitting at .265, no home runs. He has driven in 3. In the starting lineup today, no home runs by this Heidelberg baseball club. Gorman will work into the stretch. He'll check the runner, and the pitch is on the way. Snap throw down to second, and a good lead. Getting back will be Ridzuski. Of course, Krumloff not afraid to throw at any base, pretty much at any time. This game already has the feel of that Olivet matchup in which the Quakers had fallen down 6-0 early. battled back to get a 20-11 lead as this one is popped up and down the line foul. Once again, here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, 310 with the wall down the left field line, 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead center, and 325 down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes now to Sykes. Runner at second base. Ridzuski with good speed. A base hit would probably score him from second. The stretch by Gorman. The shortstop Laird sneaking behind the base runner. This one hit well into left field. That's going to fall in for extra bases. That bounces off the fence. And we already have a 1-0 lead. The Berg on top of this one here in the first inning. So Sykes back-to-back doubles. And that'll bring up Alex Manor.
Now batting for Heidelberg, number 28, the right fielder, Alex Manor.
Manor at 286 on the year. He has a team-best 11 runs driven in. Another young man that you want to keep off the base paths, 8 of 10 in the stolen base department. Boy, the top of their order looks so much like the Quakers when it comes to guys getting on base and stealing. The pitch on the way by Gorman in there for a strike. Manor, left-handed hitter, and now we'll see Krumloff go out and talk with Gorman. And we had seen a little bit ago that Brennan Laird, the senior shortstop, coming over to try to give us some encouraging words to Gorman after the back-to-back doubles. So no balls and a strike now to Manor. Runner at second base, Sykes. 1-0 Heidelberg on top. The pitch on the way. Bunt laid down third base side, and it'll go foul. So Manor behind now, no balls and 2 strikes, and Heidelberg trying to get that runner over. Again, with no outs here in the top of the first inning. Weather holds out this weekend. The Quakers will play both Saturday and Sunday. Doubleheader on Saturday, single game on Sunday. The 0-2 pitch on the way, high and outside. Another throw down to second, and not in time to get Sykes. So the count at 1-2. Now to Manor. Adam Hirschberger standing on deck. Gorman gets the sign now from Krumloff. Comes set, and the pitch on the way, and a weak swing dropped by Krumloff. He'll throw to first and get the out there, so it'll be a strikeout throwout for out number 1. That's a big out right there for Gorman. And that will bring up now Adam Hirschberger, the third baseman. Hirschberger at 256 on the year.
The third baseman.
No home runs. He has driven in 5.
Hirschberger.
So Sykes down at second base. You want to keep an eye on him. 2 for 4 in the stolen base department as well. Gets a big lead, and the breaking pitch in there for a strike. Quakers coming in at 1-3 this afternoon. Again, they had that doubleheader against Oberlin postponed. If we get an update on whether that series will be rescheduled or they'll find someone else. This one hit hard back up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounding third is Sykes. He will score, and the Quakers quickly down in this one, 2-0. Hirschberger driving in the run.
Now batting.
That'll be his 6th run driven in on the season. Here's Darren Shirk. Quick word again by Krumloff to Gorman, and so far for Gorman, he has not fooled the first 4 hitters, though he did get Alex Manor. Manor tried to bunt the one and put himself in a little bit of a hole. So Shirk will step to the plate, 294 on the year. And Gorman will go to work with a runner at first, and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Zach talked about that in the pregame. You have to attack these hitters, and one thing, and certainly no mystery at all, you've got to get ahead in the count. The pitch on the way, and that's exactly what he will do. That's a good breaking ball right there. Shirk ahead on the swing, and he falls behind in the count of no balls and 2 strikes. Run across, one away here in the first. Stretch again by Gorman, a short lead at first, and the pitch is on the way, and Krumloff tried to frame that one on the outside corner, just missing, and it's 1-2. Gorman again will get the sign from Krumloff, and the pitch on the way, hit well, base hit left field. Well, that time Gorman got ahead in the count, left that one out over the plate. Back-to-back base hits now by the Berg. Runners at first and second. Here's Parker Frank. Still just one away, and Frank will step to the plate, hitting at .318. No home runs. He has driven in 3. We'll find out now what Gorman will have as Kyle struggling here in the top of the first inning. The pitch on the way is high and outside for a ball. Gorman will shake off the first sign by Krumloff. Now works into the stretch, and that pitch in there for a strike. And the count is even at 1-1. Quaker outfield playing a pretty much straightaway Barger off the line a little bit in left field for this left-handed hitter in Parker Frank. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Good cut that time by Frank. So Frank behind in the count of 1-2. Of course, we saw that a little bit ago with Darren Shirk. He was behind in the count of 1-2 strikes, and Gorman left one out across the plate and made a mistake for the base hit. 4 hits here in the first inning now by Heidelberg. Gorman a check of the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way. This one tapped over the mound. This could be a tough play. Charging is Laird, throwing to first. He'll get the out there. Nice play by Laird. Runners will advance 90 feet. And 2 away, and that'll bring up Evan Long.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Long is hitting .286 on the year. No home runs and 7 runs driven in, and yet another left-handed hitter in the Heidelberg lineup. Well, this would be huge right here if Gorman can get out of this inning without giving up another run. The pitch on the way is a called strike. I mentioned coming in, this is a pretty good hitting baseball team as Heidelberg at .284. And you can tell already they swing it well. Here's a hard hit caught by Elkis at first base on the line drive. And boy, the Quakers lucky on that one, and Elkis able to play that one perfectly. 2 runs, 4 hits in the inning. After a half inning of play, Heidelberg 2, Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Here's how things will line up this afternoon for the Earlham Quakers. Leading things off and playing in left field will be Matt Barger. Batting second will be Nate Lynch. He'll be in center field. Brennan Laird hitting third at shortstop. Eric Elkis, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Danny Dopp at third base. He'll be hitting fifth. Batting sixth, the catcher, Cody Krumloff. Hitting seventh, the DH, Isaiah Shake. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, Ian Bach. And then hitting in the number 9 hole, the right fielder, Kendall Baker. And they'll be up against a pretty good pitcher here this afternoon, a right-hander, as we will see Brady Ansara out of Toledo. And Sara, this will be his fourth appearance. He's making his first start. 7 in the third innings, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He is 1-0 coming in with an ERA of 2.45. So now the Quakers will play from behind for the second straight time, though just a 2-0 lead early by Heidelberg. Today's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. You know they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal life, or health. For more information, contact Harrington Hoke at 962-9502 or go to their website at harringtonhoke.com. Matt Barger will lead things off, 294. A couple of home runs, 4 runs driven in, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. Barger, Lynch, and Laird. This is where things get started for this Quaker baseball team, much like what we see with Heidelberg, is that pitch in there for a strike. And the count is even at 1-1. Barger 3 for 3 in the stolen base department. And he'll take that one for a strike. Quakers have not stolen as many bases early as they did a year ago. There's another breaking pitch hit foul. Just getting a piece of it is Barger. Earlham coming into this one with just 8 stolen bases, 3 of those by Barger. They've been caught 5 times. The pitch on the way, ground ball third base side, and that'll get through Hirschberger's glove. Throw to first, and they'll try to get Barger on the turn, but that'll be an error on the third baseman, Hirschberger. And that'll bring up Lynch. Lynch, 273 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4.
Number 2, Nate Lynch.
So the Quakers have a man on. Hirschberger pretty much let that ball play him. Looked like he was going to make the play, but knowing he had to hurry to get Barger at first, may have hurried a little bit too much, as we'll see Ansara going to the stretch. This one hit into shallow left field. Coming on will be Sykes, and he will make the catch, and there's one away. Lynch, first pitch swinging on that one, and with one away, that'll bring up Brendan Laird. Laird, 389 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4.
The shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
And Sara into the stretch as he'll check the runner first. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball, caught the inside corner. And Brennan behind and no balls and a strike. Laird got off to a slow start, really, in those 3 games at Sewanee, but really picked things up in that high-scoring affair as there's a swing and a miss against Olivet. Laird now behind and no balls and 2 strikes. You know, the Quakers had also run themselves out of a couple of innings against Olivet, though they did rally to get the win. Let's see if they'll try to get Barger going right here as he has a nice lead at first base, held on by Franck. Here's the pitch on the way, and that caught the outside corner. Good job that time by Walton as he framed that on the outside corner. There's 2 away, and that'll bring up Elkis. Defensively today for the Berg, it'll be Walton behind the plate, Franck at first, Long at second, Radzewski at short, Hirschberger at third, Sykes in left, Shirk in center, and Manor is in right field. So with a strikeout of Laird, 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning, Elkis, one of the top home run hitters in the HCAC, and they throw to first, and they'll get Barger. He is picked off at first base, And that's going to do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll head inning number 2 after 1. It's Heidelberg 2, Earlham nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
This afternoon's broadcast brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy those huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. Home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Kyle Slovic will lead things off, the designated hitter, as we move now to inning number 2. Quakers down 2-0. Slovic at .750, though he's only played in 5 games so far this year. He does have an RBI, but it also gives Heidelberg another left-handed hitter in their lineup. And Gorman's first pitch is outside for a ball. Oh, we saw the Quakers in that matchup against Olivet run themselves out of a couple of innings. They essentially run themselves out of another inning with the pickoff, as that pitch is outside for a ball, the pickoff of Barger at first base. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's way outside. 3 balls and no strikes now to Slovic. It's Slovic, Walton, and Ridzuski will go 8, 9, and 1. In the order. Here's your 3-0 pitch, and that's going to miss low and outside, ball 4, and the Berg will have a runner on here in the second. Here's Walton.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10.
Walton at 182, no home runs. He has driven in 3. And boy, they have a slew of left-handed hitters in the lineup here this afternoon. 6 of their hitters from the left side. Quick throw to first, not in time. Gorman will get the sign from Krumloff. Here's the pitch on the way. This one hit toward the second baseman as Bach will take it on the hop to Laird to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. And nice job by Bach, the second baseman. He let that one hit off the turf, and he made a nice relay to Laird. And just like that, 2 away. And that'll bring up now Joey Ridzuski.
The shortstop, number 2, Joey Ridzuski.
4-6-3 double play. Ridzuski doubled his first time up. He'll drag bunt first base side. And the pitcher coming off, Gorman, will make the out in a much different inning for the Quakers here in the second. Thanks to the double play, we will move to the bottom half of inning number 2. Heidelberg 2, Earlham nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com. Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Fight, fight, inner light. Graduation's in plain sight. Is it true? You're almost through? Your Alumni Council is here for you. Learn more about the Earlham Alumni Council and how we can help at earlham.edu/alumni.
Leading off the second inning for your
By the way,
Quakers,
it looks beautiful here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. The temperatures in the low 40s this afternoon and the wind blowing a little bit, so it feels like it's more into the 30s. Eric Elkis will lead things off. He was at the plate when Barger was picked off at first base. And Sarah's first pitch on the way is in there for a strike. And so far, you have to like what you see out of Ansar as he has been around the plate, though it's a very small survey to this point. Ansar gets the sign from Walton, the pitch on the way, and that one just low. And the count is even at 1-1 strike. Boy, what a hitter that Elkis has turned out to be in the power department. 3 home runs. He has driven in 8. Pitch on the way, chopped foul. One thing you just don't want to do if you're a pitcher against Elkis, do not make a mistake around the strike zone. He towered a couple of those against Olivet. Granted, the wind might have been blowing a little bit, but this young man right here can really hit the baseball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Walton setting up on the outside. See if they could get Elkis fishing for one. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Sarr, quick worker. The pitch hit foul. Mentioned the Quakers will be back here on Saturday. We'll see Wilmington come in for a doubleheader. That first game beginning at 1 o'clock. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. Jams him, and Elkis able to fight that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now to the senior first baseman. And Sarr with the leg kick and the pitch, and came back inside once again, and Elkis able to fight that one off. Of course, you can see he's a much more disciplined hitter than maybe he was 1 to 2 years ago. That pitch probably would have gotten him out. We will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way is that one overthrown that time by Ansara. And we'll go full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Popped up foul again. Good job one more time by Elkis. It's Elkis, Dopp, and Krumloff here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0. The Berg on top early in this one. Ground ball first base side. That'll go foul once again. Hey, you love a guy who'll sit there and battle. The more pitches you can get and Sarr to throw, you feel that you may have seen just about everything. Even if you don't get a hit this time, you'll see him again in the next inning if he does stay around. So I would imagine he's thrown about everything he can so far to get Elkis. Time will be called. The payoff pitch on the way is outside and a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Dopp. Dopp on the year, hitting at .412. No home runs. He has driven in 6. The pitch in there for strike. Dopp, a freshman out of South Haven, Michigan. The pitch Popped up foul. No balls and 2 strikes. The stretch again by Ansar, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Elkis down at first base as Dobb battling as well here in the second inning. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball, popped up to the right side. That will go out of play. We'll stand 1-2 here to Dopp. Quakers trying to get their first hit and also get on the board here in the second inning. The stretch by Ansara. The pitch on the way, ground ball third base side. We'll stand 1-2, so we've seen 2 hitters, Elkis and Dopp, battling here in the second. Right now, Ansara throwing a lot of pitches in this second inning after getting out of that first inning relatively unscathed. The stretch once again by Ansar, and the pitch on the way. This one hit down the right field line. That'll be a fair ball. Rounding second will be Elkis. He will head to third, and the Quakers have runners at first and third. And the Quakers get their first base hit, and that'll bring up Cody Krumloff. Krumloff 278, no home runs. He has driven in 4.
Now batting, your catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Dopp, by the way, has not attempted a stolen base this season. As Ansar works into the stretch, there is a right-hander already throwing in the Berg bullpen. This one hit toward the shortstop, Rydzuski. The relay to first is not in time, and the Quakers get on the board as Krumloff will reach on the fielder's choice. So Earlham gets on the board here in the second inning. And the 11 man on first is we will see Isaiah Shake come to the plate. Shake hitting at 500 on the year. No home runs. He is driven in 2.
Shake.
And Sar's pitch caught that inside corner for a strike. The stretch again by Ansar, and the pitch on the way is a breaking ball hit foul. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. If anyone has been a pleasant surprise so far, Isaiah Shake. Again, just another one of those very talented freshmen. He's out of Bloomington. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And got him looking on that one. So 2 away. Nice pitch that time by Ansara. And we will see now Ian Bach step to the plate. Bach hitting at 200, no home runs. He has driven in 1. Bach, a junior out of Union, Kentucky.
The second baseman, number 14, Ian Bach.
Ansar with the pitch. Pop foul. Boy, Quakers have had some pretty good swings here in this inning, and if I'm Ansara, I actually would feel pretty good coming out of this inning if you only give up the 1 base hit to Dopp and just 1 run, especially the way that Elkis and Dopp had battled the first 2 hitters in the inning. The stretch and the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that's low. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Shortly to first now by Krumloff, and the pitch on the way. Another good cut that time by Bach as he fouls that one to the screen. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quakers down 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and the Quakers caught looking their last 2 hitters. And the Quakers do get a run as we head to the third.
One runner left on base.
And after 2 complete,
your score,
it's Heidelberg 2
Heidelberg
and Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, today's broadcast brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes to that transaction. Now go to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-30-400.
The left fielder,
Matt Sykas will lead things off.
Matt Sykas.
Sykas doubled in the first inning. Scored one of the 2 runs, and it was nice to see Gorman come back and have a strong second inning. This one hit to right field. Baker off that first pitch will look into the sun, make the catch, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third, and that'll bring up Alex Manor. Manor struck out in the first inning. Quakers do have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. Looks like that could be Howie Smith. Gorman's pitch is low for a ball. Howie is scheduled to start this weekend in one of the 3 games against Wilmington. There's a nice pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. Gorman with the leg kick and the pitch. This one hit well into right field. Baker gets a jump on it very close to the warning track, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Boy, Baker's playing it deep in right field as he should. Again, it's only 325 down that right field line. And again, with the way that the wind is blowing, though not as strong as it was against Olivet, that ball can still carry here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Here's Adam Hirschberger. Hirschberger singled in the first inning. 1 of 4 hits in that inning as Gorman comes inside and misses. It's 1-0. Well, there's good speed in the outfield when you think about Barger, Lynch, and Baker. That's certainly been the case as that pitch in there for a strike for this Earlham outfield over the last several years. Under head coach Steve Sakasitz, he loves to get those guys at the top of the order and loves that speed in the outfield. That pitch is down low, 2 balls and a strike. Of course, at one time you had Brennan Laird in center field. Thomas Ray ended up getting hurt. They had to make the move as that pitch inside 3-1, and Laird took over at shortstop. Played shortstop over the summer as well. Here's your 3-1 pitch. Hit hard right at the third baseman, Dopp. Throw across the diamond in time, and a 1-2-3 inning for Gorman and the Quakers. We head to the bottom of the third. And after 2.5, Heidelberg on top of this one. 2-1. This is Quaker Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Hey, today's broadcast brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. It is a Thursday. It's the Italian BMT. Friday, the tuna. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at 4 locations here in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. We head now to the bottom half of the third inning. Baker, Barger, and Lynch. We will go 9, 1, and 2 in the Earlham order. Baker at .333 on the year. No home runs. He does have an RBI.
Kendall Baker.
Quakers like this young man at the bottom of the order as he'll show a bunt. That pitch riding inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Baker, the junior out of Richmond. And Sara set to throw on his pitch on the way. Bunted third base side. Charging is Hirschberger, and he will not have a play. Baker able to bunt his way on. And the Quakers will now have a base runner here in the third, and that'll bring up now Matt Barger, the leadoff hitter.
Matt Barger.
Barger reached on an error on Hirschberger in the first inning, was picked off later in the inning. But now the Quakers have some speed on the base paths in Kendall Baker. The stretch by Ansara. The pitch on the way, he'll show a bunt. The pitch is low, and Walton set to throw if need be. We'll see this Quaker team run a little bit. Again, we haven't seen that so far this year. Not to the extent that we have seen or are used to. Again, with just 8 stolen bases coming to this one here this afternoon. Throw to first not in time as Frank had to go behind Baker to get that one as he almost throws it away. Barger inserted into that leadoff spot, getting the start in left field once again. Set to face Ansara, bunt first base side, and that'll be a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Barger. And when you're playing on turf, you're going to get the true bounce, the true roll, nothing like you would see many times when the Quakers used to play at McBride Stadium. Had the lip on the grass. Sometimes it worked in your favor, sometimes it didn't. The stretch by Ansara, and again a throw to first, not in time to get Baker. But the other thing about bunting on turf is sometimes you really have to lay off because it will roll a lot harder than maybe you wanted to. And Sara into the stretch once again. He'll check the runner. He'll take off. The bunt shown. The throw down to second as Baker on the slide. He'll get the stolen base. Wasn't necessarily a clean slide for Baker as Barger falls behind at the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. But now the Quakers have a runner in scoring position. Now, if you're Barger, you have no outs. Do you try to get the runner to third, maybe push something to the first base side, or do you go ahead and let him hit away right here? And Sarr into the stretch as he'll check the runner at second. The pitch on the way, hit foul. It's a good cut that time by Barger just to stay alive. That pitch too close to let go by. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a breaking ball took something off that one, and Barger strikes out. That's a nice pitch by Ansara. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Lynch.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2.
Lynch 0 for 1 this afternoon. Lynch flew out to left field, his only time up. Baker, the runner at second, and Ansara into the stretch, and the pitch on the way, and the pitch is low, as once again we'll see another Earlham hitter looking to bunt, and that certainly will keep the infield honest. And Ansara gets the sign from Walton. And the pitch on the way, hit high down the right field line, and that will go off the top of the fence, right behind the bullpen. No play for Manor, though he covered some ground. Again, there's not a whole lot of room down the foul lines. But nothing more than a long foul ball right there. The count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Nate Lynch, one of the seniors on this team that got a taste of the HCAC championship game last year. They're hoping to get back there, win it this year. Again, the Quakers, the HCAC favorites going into this 2017 season. The catcher Walton on the outside corner, got him looking on that one. 1-2, and Lynch saw a pretty good pitch right there. That's a nice pitch by Ansara. Boy, he hit the target right where Walton wanted it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Ansara again. The Walton will set up on the outside corner. This one just on the opposite side at 2-2. Didn't miss by a whole lot as Walton doing a nice job on the outside corner. Baker the big lead at second. And Ansara with the pitch on the way, breaking ball hit foul, and that'll go out of play to our left. 2 balls and 2 strikes once again to Lynch. One away here in the bottom of the third as Ansara gets the sign from Walton. And the pitch on the way. This one hit to right center field. Going back on it is Shirk. He won't get to it. That will bounce off the fence. Baker will score from second. And on his way to third will be Lynch with a triple. And the Quakers come back to tie the ball game here in the third inning. Boy, Lynch nearly got that one out of here.
The shortstop, number 17.
Here's Brennan Laird. So Earlham has tied this game at 2 apiece. Walton out to talk to Ansara. Laird struck out back in the first inning. Is still a right-hander throwing. In fact, right-handers in both bullpens. We mentioned Howie Smith throwing in the bullpen for the Quakers. So now the Quakers have the go-ahead run and Lynch down at third. As Ansara into the stretch, the pitch is high and inside for a ball.
Hit something straight. Let's go here. Come on now.
Alex Simon, the senior right-hander in the bullpen now for the Berg. The stretch, the pitch on the way, and that's on the outside corner. That'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. The infield will play in with a runner down at third. The pitch hit well, base hit left field, and the Quakers have taken the lead. That one will be in the gap. Laird rounding first to second, and will he go to third? He'll stop right there, and it's a good thing he did. So Laird with the double driving in the go-ahead run, and the Quakers now lead this one 3-2.
Now batting, your first baseman, number 19, Aaron Elkis.
Here's Elkis. So the Quakers back-to-back extra base hits. Elkis walked and scored in the second inning. You may feel that Ansara, this could be his last hitter right here. I mentioned Simon has been warming up in the Heidelberg bullpen for quite some time as that pitch is outside 1-0. This all got started, of course, with the Baker base hit in the bottom of this inning. The 1-0 pitch on the way, grounded toward the third baseman. Hirschberger bobbles it, regains his grip on the baseball, throws to first and gets the out as Laird will stay at second base.
The third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Here's Danny Dopp. We saw Hirschberger make an error in the first inning. And he almost made his second error in the ball game as Dopp singled in the second. Laird still down at second base, 2 away, and this is a ground ball. Hirschberger backs up on it, takes it on the hop. Strong, but a low throw, and that'll be an error. Rounding third is Laird. He's going to score, and the second error of the ball game on Hirschberger, and the Quakers add another run here in the third inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
I'm not sure that for Hirschberger down at third as Krumloff comes to the plate that he's really sure how to play this turf for some reason. He backed up on it. It was a pretty strong throw, although a little bit low that time for Frank at first base. Krumloff 0 for 1. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball called strike. Quakers have put 3 runs across the board here in the bottom of the third and now lead this one 4-2. The stretch and the pitch, and it's quickly 0-2. Curious whether we'll see Howie Smith come in the next half inning the way that Gorman has thrown over the last 2 after that rocky start. That one hit foul. And we'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Of course, gave up those 2 runs in the first inning. Got helped in the second inning by that 4-6-3 double play and then went 1-2-3 in the third. No balls and 2 strikes. This pitch on the way hit foul again. Again, this Quaker baseball team, for the most part, been able to fight off those borderline pitches anywhere around the strike zone. They've been able to get a bat on the baseball and at least live to hit one more time. The stretch again by Ansara. Pitch on the way to the plate. This one hit to center field. Coming over is Shirk, and he misplayed that one, though. It'll be a base hit. Dopp around third. He's going to score. Heading to third will be Krumloff, and he'll be in with a triple. I'm not sure that Shirk even saw that baseball come off the bat.
Number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So here's Isaiah Shake. Quakers now lead this one 5-2. And a visit to the mound, and this may be it for Ansara. We thought that he may see his last hitter in Krumloff. Let's see how they'll play this one. But that's certainly not Ansara's fault. He had the error on the third baseman, Hirschberger, against Dopp, and this time it was just a ball that was misplayed by the center fielder, Shirk. As he was coming in, the ball carried over his head, and he never even touched it. Shake struck out looking his last time up. And Earlham has now put 4 runs on the board here in the bottom of the third inning. So Ansara set to go to work once again. Here's the pitch, and way outside for a ball. This will be the 8th hitter of the inning now for Earlham. Two away, but boy, Earlham would love to add one more right here. The pitch just outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Krumloff with a lead down at third as Ansara into the stretch. Here's the pitch. This one hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Another run will score. And the Quakers have now put 6 runs on the board, 5 of those coming here in this inning. And that's going to do it, I believe, for Ansara, as we're going to see a pitching change. So we will take a quick timeout. The Quakers, 5 runs in the inning. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
New pitcher will be Alex Simon. This will be his 4th appearance. He's been a starter through his first 3 games of this season. 12 innings, 14 hits, 14 runs, 9 earned. 5 strikeouts, 10 walks. No record, and an ERA of 6.75. Bach will step to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up, and the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. 9th hitter of the inning now for the Quakers. 5 runs across. And for the second game in a row here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, the Quakers have rallied from a deficit. The pitch, runner takes off, swing and a miss. A throw down to second, not even close. So Shake with a stolen base. He got a good jump as well. And Heidelberg's head coach coming out to say something to the home plate umpire. I'm not sure exactly what it was that he would be upset about. No balls and 2 strikes now to Bach. So now the Quakers have another runner in scoring position with Simon trying to get one more strike here of Bach and get out of the inning. The stretch again by Simon, and the pitch on the way, and he came with the sidearm and struck him out. So Bach has struck out twice, but that'll do it for the Quakers. But a very successful half inning with 5 runs. And after 3, Quakers on top of this one on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 6-2 Quakers.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Shirk, Frank, and Long will step up to the plate here in the 4th inning as Howie Smith will take over, the right-hander for the Quakers, and that first pitch in there for a strike. Here's the pitch on the way, hit foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch a little bit off the mark. Now 1-2 to Shirk. Shirk singled his last time up and got him looking. 1 away, and here's Parker Frank.
Now batting the first baseman, #25, Parker Frank.
Frank grounded out back in the 1st inning. Smith with that high leg kick and the pitch, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. Here's the wide and the 0-1. Low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike for Howie on the season. This will be his 3rd appearance, 7 1/3 innings. That pitch in there for a strike. He's given up 8 hits, 6 runs, all 6 runs earned, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1-1 coming in with an ERA of 7.36. Here's your 1-2 pitch, just outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. We play here in the top of the 4th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 6-2. The pitch on the way is hit foul. He It will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way is lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Barge able to come over and cut that one off quickly before Frank made the turn. And that'll bring up Evan Long.
The second baseman, number 4, Evan Long.
Long lined out to Alkus. His first time up in the first inning. So Heidelberg with a man on, their first base runner since the walk by Slovik back in the second inning. Quakers have another right-hander throwing in their bullpen. That is going to be Colin Grieve. Swing and a miss. Gorman again going 3 innings, giving up the 2 runs in his first college start as that pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. All 4 hits were given up back in the first inning. Gorman after that gave up just the 1 walk. That was to Slovik in the second. That one hit off the end of the bat. Charging will be Dopp, the third baseman. That's going to be a tough play no matter who the third baseman would be. So that'll be an infield single by Long.
Now batting.
And here's Slovik.
Number 52, Kyle Slovik.
So back-to-back base hits now for Heidelberg, and Slovik again walking in the second inning, and he was part of that 4-6-3 double play that Walton hit into that got those 2 quick outs, and then Ridzuski grounded out to finish out the inning, and then Gorman had the 1-2-3 third. But now with 1 out, runners at first and second. Slovik from the left side as the throw down to second base. A little closer play for Frank than we thought it would be at first. One ball and no strikes. Another right-hander throwing in the Heidelberg bullpen. So already both bullpens have been very busy early. That's a strike. Count is even at 1-1. Frank with the lead at second, Long at first. The pitch low and inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Slovik. Slovik, we mentioned he's only been to the plate coming into this game 4 times, but in those 4 at-bats, he had 3 base hits. Been on base now 4 times in 5 plate appearances. The pitch on the way, good swing and hit foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Slovik. Howie this time a long look at Krumloff. Will get the sign as he works into the stretch. The delivery on the way. This one hit into left field. That's a base hit. And that will load things up here for Heidelberg in the bottom of the 4th inning. So after a leadoff strikeout of Shirk, 3 straight singles, and that'll bring up Joe Walton.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10, Joe Walton.
Walton again hit in that double play in the second inning. And now he will go down and talk with his third base coach. Still just 1 away here in the 4th. Walton came into this one hitting just 182, but again, you're talking about another left-handed hitter. So now Howie Howie Smith, the senior, will have to bear down right here. The stretch and the pitch on the way is just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Frank at third, Long at second, Slovic at first. The delivery on the way is popped up. This one into shallow center field. Coming on is Lynch. He'll make the catch, and the runner at third tagging, but he'll stay right there, and that's a huge out for Howie Smith and the Quakers. So 2 away, and we go to the top of the order.
Now batting,
Radzewski.
Joey Radzewski.
Radzewski doubled and scored back in the first inning and then grounded out in the second. That's a big out, as we mentioned there, for Howie Smith. Let's see if he can get one more right here. The pitch on the way is up high for a ball. Each team now with 6 base hits as Smith will get the sign from Krumloff. Big cut and a foul ball by Radzewski. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Quakers lead at 6-2, but Heidelberg threatening right here. That's a nice pitch in there for a strike. And now Radzewski down to the count at 1-2. Big pitch right here for Smith. The 1-2 on the way, grounded to the first base side. A run will score. Another runner heading to the plate. The throw not in time, and 2 runs across. And it's now 6-4. So Radzewski doing his job.
Number 11, Matt Sykes.
And that'll bring up Matt Sykes. So now runners at first and second as Sykes 1 for 2. He doubled back in the first inning. That one off the catcher's mitt of Krumloff. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch again by Smith, and the pitch on the way is inside for a ball. And it's quickly 2-0. Sykes doubled and scored back in the first inning and then flew out in the third. Smith will check the runner at second. The 2-0 pitch on the way, and that one hits him. So the bases will be loaded once again, and we will have a visit to the mound. Well, Howie again got that strikeout of Shirk to lead off the inning, and since then it has not gone well for the right-hander. It has not been really even a good first part of the season for Howie. We mentioned with his ERA above 7 coming into this one. But a very short meeting. Now let's see if they can regroup right here as Alex Manor will step to the plate. Manor is 0 for 2.
I said I would check to see. I didn't know if we had.
For the second time in the inning, the bases are loaded. Smith with the sign from Krumloff works into the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. This now the 8th hitter in the inning for Heidelberg.
He's getting for like 7. He's getting them from like 7.5.
The 0-1 pitch on the way, and that'll be hit foul.
Correct, right. They're Vince specific. I put it in the notes. And if you look at the note.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Manor. The 0-2 pitch is high and outside.
Okay, I'm still going to check with, if Reman... If Reman makes one, though, I don't know why...
1 ball, 2 strikes to Manners. He'll step back in. Smith ready to throw and swung on and missed, and he struck him out. It started with a strikeout. It ends with a strikeout, but in the middle, 2 runs across. We will head to the bottom half of the 4th inning.
No errors. 3 runs.
And on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it's Earlham 6, Heidelberg 4. This is Quaker Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we will move to the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Leading off the 4th inning for your Quakers,
Kendall Baker,
right fielder, number 1, Kendall
followed by Matt
Baker.
Barger and Nate Lynch. Baker had that infield base hit that got things started as part of a 5-run 3rd inning. So Baker steps to the plate as he will be facing Simon, the right-hander. Simon facing just 1 hitter so far as that pitch low and inside for a ball. Still another right-hander throwing in the Heidelberg bullpen. 1-0 pitch on the way as Baker again showing bunt. That pitch stays inside, 2-0. And for the third baseman, Hirschberger, he got burned the last time when he didn't play a few steps in front of the bag, and Baker now forcing Hirschberger to come in a couple of steps as that pitch is outside, 3-0. Well, you get Baker on, just as good as getting your leadoff hitter, Barger, or your number 2-man Lynch on. And that pitch outside for ball 4. So the Quakers have a man on here in the 4th, and that'll bring up Barger.
Number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger is 0 for 2 this afternoon. He did reach on an error back in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. And Hirschberger will stay in front of the bag down at 3rd once again. The stretch by Simon in that little sidearm in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 to Barger, the Quaker leadoff hitter. The stretch by Simon and the pitch is another breaking ball, and again he took something off that one. May have been more of a changeup as Barger is out, and or should say behind in the count of no balls and 2 strikes.
Do you have a contact for him?
The stretch and the throw to first and a close play, but Baker back in time.
Can you do me a favor? Can you send Clint Sneak an email right now with Corey's contact information so we can price him for Mr. Spencer?
Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's outside, 1-2. Simon now gets the sign from Walton as he works into the stretch. Baker again a good lead down at first, and that pitch will be fouled away by Barger. And well, you look at the release point sometimes of Simon. Kind of has that sidearm look. Have to look for where the release of that baseball is, and I would imagine for the Quakers, this is Barger's first look at Simon. The ball will get loose in the Quaker bullpen, but again, you look at where his release point is. May take you more than one at bat just to get used to where he is delivering from. Simon, every time, he is shaking off the signs from Walton. He's not been exactly looking for the pitch that Walton wants to throw, as that one is inside, almost getting Barger. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stretch once again by Simon. See if Baker makes a move right here. He will stay put. This one hit back up the middle. The second baseman, Long, will flip to Rudzinski on to first, not in time. As Barger, a head-first slide down at first base, but they'll get the force down at second base for 1 out. And that'll bring up Nate Lynch. Long made a nice play there. Rudzinski coming over for the relay, but again, Barger with good speed down the line. Lynch will step to the plate, tripled his last time up. Scored one of those 5 runs in the 3rd inning. Stretch by Simon, and the pitch is a called strike. One away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 6-4. Good lead again at first. Runner will take off. The pitch is in there for a strike. The throw down to second gets away from Rudzinski, as Barger will get credit for a stolen base. So now Nate Lynch behind at no balls and 2 strikes. So now the Quakers again with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Catcher Walton setting up on the outside corner. The throw goes down to second. Rudzinski trying to get behind Barger and almost thrown away that time by Simon. Every once in a while you'll see a pitcher again get so preoccupied with a runner on base they make the mistake at the plate. Let's see if Simon does it this time. This one is hit to right field, going back on it. Manor, he'll make the catch. Barger better hurry up and get back to the bag, and the throw was off the mark by the right fielder Manor. Otherwise they may have had Barger out at second base.
Now batting the shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
So here's Laird. 2 away. Brennan doubled and scored his last time up. Tell you what, when you watched Barger, I'm not sure if he thought that ball was hit harder than it was, or he forgot how many outs there were, as that pitch is low and outside, but he was all the way to third base by the time the ball was caught by Manor in right field. And if Manor throws on the mark, they get the double play and the inning is over. Simon once again will check the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and comes again with that sidearm delivery, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Laird. Laird struck out back in the first inning, 1 for 2. Simon Again, a quick look at second. Comes home with a pitch and missed way outside. And, boy, Walton did a good job knocking that ball down. And, boy, catchers, we talk about Krumloff and the job he has done as a defensive catcher for the Quakers, able to save a lot of wild pitches. And that time, Walton did the job for Heidelberg. Barger with a lead at second base. 2 away. The pitch on the way to the plate and hit foul once again by Laird, and the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the way we're going right now, we may see a whole lot of relief pitchers being used on both sides, but as Coach Sakasitz talked about in our pregame, you want to see what these young men can do that haven't been in these situations before. The break-even pitch on the way, just inside. So full count now to Laird. And a lot of people put so much emphasis on some of these non-conference games, which in reality don't mean a whole lot other than getting yourself ready for conference play. Quakers will play their first conference matchup March the 24th, so you figure they're not that far away. That one hit foul. We'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. No, Rose Holman may not be the same team, the defending HCAC champions from last year, but you go there for your first 3 games, and then you get 5 straight against Bluffton and Franklin. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball 4. So now the Quakers have runners at first and second. Here's Elkis.
Eric Elkis.
Elkis walked and scored in the second inning, grounded out in the third. Quakers continue to lead this one 6-4, but trying to add more runs here in the 4th inning. Simon's pitch, low for a ball. And again, you got to be careful right here with Elkis. 3 home runs coming into this one. Here's the stretch. And again, Simon will throw down to second base. Ridzuski has tried it twice along with Simon, and generally that's a play that the communication between the shortstop and the pitcher, whether to throw down to second base. And we saw a little bit ago, Simon is a little bit slower to that release to the bag. This one popped up to the right side. Could be trouble. Manor coming in. Manor on the run. Can't get to it. That falls in. Barger scores. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. And Laird will score. And heading down to second, Elkis will get credit for a double as he drives in the 2 runs. And the Quakers now lead this one 8-4.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
So here's Dopp. The one thing about this ballpark anymore, it's becoming more of a ballpark where pitchers will come in and find themselves maybe with a decent ERA and leaving with an ERA that will balloon because this ballpark, the way the wind can blow as that pitch is outside. Dopp, by the way, 1 for 2, but again, the coming 20-11 the last time we were here. 12 combined runs now with 8 here for the Quakers, and they've scored 7 of those in the last 2 innings as that pitch is low and outside. Two and 0 now to Dopp. The pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. The stretch again by Simon, and the pitch on the way is way outside 3-0, and this may be the last one he's going to face. Elkis again down at second base as the Quakers continue to have a runner in scoring position. This one hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Elkis will score. Dopp will drive in the run as he makes the big turn at first, and the Quakers now lead this one 9-4.
Now batting, the catcher,
here's Krumloff.
Number 5, Cody Krumloff.
We will have a visit to the mound, and we will have another pitching change on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 9-4.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's. 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
New pitcher will be Anthony Hajdu. He is now making his 4th appearance. He's thrown 18 innings already this year, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 23 strikeouts, and 6 walks. He's 2-0 with an ERA of 2. He has started 2 games this year. Cody Krumloff, a triple his last time up. 1 for 2, the Quakers, another multi-run inning. 3 more in this inning. Ground ball toward the shortstop, Ridzuski. He'll flip on to second. They'll get the out. So just 1 pitch by the relief pitcher, Hajdu, and that'll do it for the Quakers, though they do pick up again 3 more runs. We will head to the top of the 5th inning. High-scoring affair here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 9-4.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WetzelAuto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. WetzelAuto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Quakers will go to their bullpen once again as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Colin Greavy will step in. This will be his 2nd appearance. He did make a start down at Sewanee. 3 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. No strikeouts and 2 walks. No record coming in, an ERA of 7.36. So the Quakers now using their 4th pitcher of the afternoon. Hirschberger will lead things off, followed by Shirk and Frank. 9-4. Quakers on top. And the first pitch on the way is up high. Nope, that's a strike. Thought that was going to be a little bit high. By the way, Greavy is out of South Bend, Indiana. Right-handed pitcher, just a freshman. Has that high leg kick once again. This one hit to right field. That's a base hit. So leadoff single by Hirschberger. And here is Darren Shirk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Darren Shirk.
Shirk singled back in the 1st inning and struck out looking in the 4th. Other than 1 inning, Heidelberg has had a base runner in all of the 4 innings. Other than the 3rd, as that one hit foul to the screen. No balls and a strike. Two runs in the 1st inning, 2 more in the 4th. But again, no lead is safe here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Throw to first, and a short lead, though, by Hirschberger. You know, this is a team we talked about, Heidelberg coming in with the 36 stolen bases, but not today. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? No. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Shirk. Greavy into the stretch and the pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Shirk.
Finish him off now. Come on, work him. Finish him off.
And light breeze continuing to blow straightaway center field. Every once in a while, that center field flag will shift to right field. That pitch low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way is up high and inside. We'll go full count.
Come on, infield. Come on, infield. Turn 2. Let's go.
Shirk came into today's game hitting .294. Has that open stance from the right side. High fly ball, right center field. Lynch and Baker on the run. The center fielder, Lynch, will make the catch as that ball carried all the way to the warning track near the 375 sign in right center field. So there's 1 away, and that'll bring up now Parker Frank.
The first baseman, number 25, Parker Frank.
Start him out right. Let's go.
Frank singled and scored in the 4th inning, 1 for 2 this afternoon. So 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch on the way is in there for a called strike.
Eat him up now. Come on, eat him up. Come on, infield.
Greavy shaking off the first couple of signs from Krumloff. The stretch and the pitch, and boy, placed that one In there for strike two. Nice pitch that time by Greavy. There are a lot of freshmen on this Earlham baseball team that have put in some innings, not only from the pitching standpoint, but in the field. They're making an early contribution. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad waste pitch that time. 1-2. Quakers, once they finish out this non-conference portion, they'll get the 3 games against Wilmington, then Wittenberg, and then here we go. That pitch will miss the strike zone. So they don't have a whole lot of time left to get things fixed for conference play. Wilmington on Saturday with their first game, a 1 o'clock start time. Here's the pitch, and that one lifted foul and out of play. We'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned last time we were here, the toughest stretch is going to happen. That's why it's so important the Quakers play well early in the conference schedule, because from April 7th through April 22nd, they're on the road that entire time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch, that slap foul once again. Quakers will finish out that 3-game series against Anderson and then home against Bluffton for 1, and then back on the road, though, a non-conference game against Wittenberg before they're home from April 28th through May the 5th. So the back stretch and the home stretch of the season will be 7 in a row here at home. The 2-2 pitch on the way, just missed outside, 3-2. Hopefully by the time that, this weekend will be a little bit warmer. But hopefully by next week things will get better. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner takes off. Hit foul. So we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, I was checking the standings also from the conference, and a few of the teams really struggling early. Hanover, the only team that is really standing out to this point at 8-1. Bluffton is 6-3, and Franklin is 6-4. Throw it at first, not in time, but you look at everyone else, and the rest of the league losing records. It's only 3 teams with a winning record so far in conference, or, certainly non-conference play, but in this conference. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner takes off, the pitch low and outside. That'll be a walk. So now runners at first and second. Here's Evan Long.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Evan Long.
Earlham, of all the teams that are in action this week, they played the least of anyone. Only 4 games. Most teams have played either 9 or 10. Mount St. Joe's played only 7 as that pitch is outside. Quakers, and I mentioned that schedule. At some point we may see the 2 games made up against Oberlin, or they'll try to find another 1 or 2 opponents to fill that gap. The 1-0 pitch on the way is outside, and this young man now starting to struggle a little bit finding the strike zone. And now the Quakers have a left-hander throwing in their bullpen. Looks like that may be Dorian Holmes, the junior out of Indianapolis. 2 balls and no strikes. Grieve into the stretch. You'll check the runner at second. The pitch on the way. This one is hit softly to right field. Baker playing back on it. It'll fall in for a base hit. Rounding third will be Hirschberger. The throw to the plate is off the mark, and Hirschberger slides in, and it's 9-5. Ball hit just enough to get out of the infield.
Kyle Slovic.
So Long will get his second base hit. And here's Slovic. Still just 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. And right now, this game we'd mentioned started right at 4 o'clock, promising to be another 3-hour ball game the way things are going here tonight. We've had only one inning, one half inning where take that back. With the first inning for the Quakers, we've had a total of one inning where we've gone basically 1, 2, 3. Slovic singled his last time at the plate, hits this one hard to right field. That's a base hit. Frank rounding third. Baker quickly with a throw will hold the runner at third. And now back-to-back singles here for Heidelberg, and the bases are loaded. Joe Walton, the number 9 hitter, stepping to the plate. There is still just one away. We mentioned the Quakers with a left-hander, and Holmes getting warmed up. He's not ready yet. And it appears we may see a pinch hitter now for Heidelberg. And so the pinch hitter coming in will be Kyle Jenkins.
Now pinch hitting for Heidelberg, number 15, Kyle Jenkins.
So here's Jenkins, right-handed hitter.
Let's go. Find the mitt. Pitch. Come on now. Find that mitt.
Jenkins, by the way, if the statistics are correct, this is his first opportunity to hit for Heidelberg, and that first pitch out of the strike zone, 1-0. Quakers not making this easy. So Walton, by the way, the catcher, done for the day. The stretch by Greavy and the pitch on the way, grounded to the left side. That'll get through. Run will score. Frank crossing the plate. And another run scores, and it's 9-6. Bases remain loaded. Jenkins does his job.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Joey Redzewski.
So 2 runs across. Here's Redzewski. And a visit to the mound, and this may do it for the freshman right-hander out of South Bend. Holmes is ready to go, and it looks like they will go to the bullpen. So the Quakers will make a change on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one 9-6.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
We mentioned Holmes now stepping in for the Quakers. This will be his 4th appearance, 2 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk, and we'll take that back. No strikeouts and 3 walks. No record so far this year, and an ERA of 3.38 as the Quakers very deep into that bullpen, and the bases are loaded. Redzewski steps to the plate. 2 for 3 this afternoon, and the first pitch by Holmes is in there for a strike. And should mention Holmes doesn't have a whole lot of umph on his fastball. Holmes will get the sign from Krumloff. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike two. And that's how Holmes has to throw. Again, not an overpowering young man. But ahead of the hitter, Radzewski. This guy's very dangerous. Don't make a mistake right here. The 0-2 pitch on the way outside, gets away from Krumloff. A break toward the plate, and another run will score. That'll be a wild pitch. And it's back now to a 2-run ball game. Runners will advance to second and third. Now we have seen a combined 16 runs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Ground ball right side, backhanded by Elkis. Holmes is covering the bag. They'll get the out there. Another run will score. Jenkins will advance to third, and it's a 1-run ball game. So 2 away. And here's Sykes.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Matt Sykes.
For the second straight inning, we have seen Heidelberg send now 8 batters to the plate. Holmes ready to throw on the pitch, low and inside for a ball. Two-way here, top of the 5th inning. The 4 runs across. Has that pitch in there for a strike. Most runs scored so far for Heidelberg in 1 inning. They'd scored 2 in the first and 2 more in the 4th inning. The stretch and the pitch by Holmes is low and inside. Good job again by Krumloff, able to knock that one down. 2-1. Sykes, by the way, doubled back in the first. Flew out in the third and was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch on the outside corner. Two balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way, and that one rode inside and hit him, or did it come off the bat? It almost sounded like it hit the bat. Otherwise, the sound that made would have, that hit his elbow. There is, certainly it's not going to make that type of a sound. Steve Sakasitz coming out to get an explanation, as now we'll have runners at first and third. Again, 2 outs, and of course keep an eye on Alex Manor. Leads the team in runs driven in with 11 coming in, and there you see Coach Sakasitz. At least I think he wants maybe check with the field umpire. I'm not sure that they can do that at this stage, but sure sounded like to me from here, and we have a microphone outside that you can pick up the sound pretty well. It sounded like to me it hit the bat and not any part of the hitter. But Sykes down at first base. Here's Manor, the 9th hitter in the inning. Runners at first and third. The pitch by Holmes is on the way. It's up high for a ball. And boy, you're going to have to be real careful with this guy.
Alex Manor.
Right now, no one throwing in the Quaker bullpen. This is the 5th pitcher they have used here this afternoon. That pitch is low, 2-0. And boy, you don't want to fall behind in the count to a hitter like Manor.
Come on, same thing, Dorian. Hit the mitt.
So 4 runs across. The stretch and the delivery on the way, and it's outside, and Manor just about went after that one. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch on the way is on the inside corner.
Stay on that mitt, Dorian. Stay on the
Well, if you guess right at this point, Manor should get a pretty good pitch to look at right here. And he does, but he bypasses the swing. That would have been one to take a cut at right there. So it's 3-2, and you'll see Sykes get a jump down at first base. Holmes with that high leg kick and the pitch, and he misses outside, and we'll load him up. So here's Hirschberger.
Now batting the third baseman, number 14, Adam Hirschberger.
Hirschberger singled in this inning. He has scored one of the 4 runs. And now the Quakers have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen once again as Holmes set to throw on the pitch. Low for a ball. Hirschberger singled in the first, grounded out in the third, and singled here in the 5th inning. Dalton Carter now throwing for the Quakers. That pitch in there for a strike. One ball, one strike. Jenkins down at third. Sykes at second. Manners at first. Chance here for Heidelberg to perhaps tie or take the lead. Pitch is high and outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike as Holmes gets the sign, and time will be called. Or is it a balk? Nope, it's going to be a balk, and that'll tie the ball game. So how about that? Not even a swing of the bat ties the ball game. As Jenkins will cross the plate, 5 runs now in the inning. So Holmes will make that mistake. So now runners at second and third. Hirschberger steps back in. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and that's a called strike. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way, hit well into left center field. That's going to be extra bases. Sykes scores, Manor scores, and down to second is Hirschberger with a 2-run double, and Heidelberg has battled back now to take an 11-9 lead. Hirschberger with his 3rd base hit of the afternoon.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Darren.
And the Quaker pitching staff continues to get rocked as a slow walk, and we're going to see Dalton Carter now come in as the Quakers go back to their bullpen. We'll tell you about Carter's numbers coming up in a moment. Stay right there on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Heidelberg 11, Earlham 9. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, They've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
It is now up to Dalton Carter to try to stop what is happening here in this fifth inning. Dalton coming into this one, this will be his third appearance. Shirk is 1 for 3. Single back in the first inning as Carter's first pitch is on the way, and it's a breaking ball in there for a strike. So 7 runs in the inning. Carter into the stretch will check the runner at second base. And the pitch in there for strike 2. This has been one long half inning. We're almost 2 hours into this game as Carter's pitch high and outside. And again, we're only in the top half of inning number 6. Shirk flew out for out number 1 in this inning. Curveball is hit foul, and we'll stay at 1-2. Earlham's team ERA coming into this one here tonight is at a robust 9. And right now that number is going to go up even more. It has not been a good early portion of the season for this pitching staff, and that one rides inside and hits him. Might have hit him on the helmet as well, so now runners at first and second, and the inning will continue with Parker Frank.
Now batting the first baseman, number 25, Parker Frank.
And you look at the 33 innings the Quakers throwing coming into this one. They've given up 33 earned runs. They've had 22 walks and 17 strikeouts. It has been just not been a good early portion as they throw down to second and one hop. Frank walked and scored in this inning. He has scored twice. I would imagine for this pitching staff to think that at this stage they'd have an ERA of 9 through their first 4 games. Against what you would consider, I know that the trip down south, Sewanee, not a very good baseball team. They got roughed up down there, and then Olivet, as that pitch is high and inside 2-0, and Olivet's certainly not a great ball club. I would imagine that for Steve Sakasitz and his staff, they've got to be scratching their head, wondering what in the world's going on with his staff. Though we have not seen their ace from a year ago, as that pitch is outside, Walter Talcott. We haven't seen him yet this year. 3 balls and no strikes. Mentioned Howie coming into the season as one of the top pitchers from a year ago. That one's in there for strike 1. Again, we saw him struggle here this afternoon. They've gone with some youngsters to get them some experience, but even their veterans have struggled here early. That pitch high and inside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Here's Evan Long.
The second baseman, number 4, Evan Long.
Long singled in this inning. 2 base hits. He's 2 for 3. Scored twice. Boy, and right now that you look at the right-hander, Dalton Carter struggling at this point as that pitch comes inside, and that almost hit him as well. You make a mistake right here against a left-hander like Long. 286 coming in, and Quakers may find themselves down by maybe 2 more runs. The pitch on the way is on the outside corner. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right now, Dalton, right now, focus.
2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch. Hit foul.
Nice pitch. Finish him now. Let's go. Take the mitt.
Quakers have another right-hander throwing in their bullpen. This would be pitcher number 7 here today as this pitch low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Finish him. Come on now, Dalton. Finish him.
Runners will get their leads, all 3 bags, and the pitch is high and outside. And, boy, now you've got to come with something across the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Long should see a pretty good pitch right here if it's anywhere around the strike zone. The pitch on the way. This one hit deep to right field. Baker looks back, and it is a home run, a grand slam by Evan Long. And the inning continues to be a disaster for this Quaker pitching staff. (15-9). And we're not done yet.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 52, Kyle Slovic.
Here is Slovic. Well, we just said that if you make a mistake, and that's exactly what happened with Dalton Carter. He left that one out over the plate, and you get a ball hit to right field. It's only 325 down that right field line, and that was hit well, but you got a little bit of wind behind you. And we've got another pitching change for the Quakers on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Heidelberg 15 and Earlham 9. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Jordan Christian, the freshman out of Richmond, will be making his 3rd appearance. 7 2/3 innings, giving up 10 hits, 10 runs, 5 earned, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. No record in an ERA of 5.87. Kyle Slovic making his 2nd appearance in the inning. He's 1 for 1 in the inning as he'll take that pitch low for a ball. And this has been a huge, huge disaster for the Quakers in inning number 5. That pitch is low for a ball, 2-0. Dalton Carter giving up the grand slam to Evan Long. Christian's next pitch on the way, low and outside, 3-0. This is the 14th hitter of the inning. Pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. "11 runs now by Heidelberg." That's a strike. So 3-2. Another right-hander throwing for Earlham. They're going to run out of arms here in a minute. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. This one's hit to left field. Barger misplays it. That one goes over his head. And Slovic to second base with a stand-up double. Boy, for whatever reason we saw earlier in the ball game, Syke is having problems judging the baseball. It is a high sky here this afternoon, but Barger coming in and then misplays it. It simply went over his head. We saw Shirk do that earlier for Heidelberg as well.
Come on now, on top, let's go.
Jenkins will hit again. He came in and pinch hit for Walton to get this thing pretty much going once again in this fifth inning. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
Now batting number 15, Kyle Jenkins.
Well, Jenkins able to get 2 at-bats in 1 inning. Christian will work into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ground ball left side. Backhanded by the shortstop Laird, and he can't come up with it. That'll be an infield base hit by Jenkins. He is 2 for 2 coming off the bench, and now runners at first and third. And this inning will continue as Radzewski will come to the plate again.
Now batting
2 for 4 this afternoon for the leadoff hitter.
Radzewski.
Christian will work into the stretch. And a quick throw to first. Jenkins a lead at first, Slovic at third. The stretch, the delivery on the way. This one is hit to right field. That's a base hit. That'll score another run. And Earlham can't get anyone out. Now runners at first and third. 16-9. Take that back, runners at first and second, as that runner Slovic scored from third.
Number 11, Matt Sykes.
Here's Sykes. Sykes has been hit by a pitch twice. He has scored twice. Doubled back in the first inning. 12 runs now across in this half inning. The pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. The stretch once again by Jordan. And the pitch on the way is up high for ball 2. Looks like Austin Green is now warming up for the Quakers as that pitch caught the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Sykes back in as Jordan checks the runner at second, and the pitch on the way to the plate is outside for ball 3.
Come on, EC, fire it up. Let's go. Come on now.
The pitch is swung on and hit foul. So we'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the number 2 hitter in Matt Sykes. Jordan again will check the runner at second as he'll turn, but no movement made by Laird or Bach.
Fire up,
Here's the payoff pitch once again. It's up high, and we have the bases loaded situation yet one more time. Here's Alex Manor.
The right fielder, number 28, Alex Manor.
Last one, let's go, last one.
Manor walked in the inning. He has scored one of the 12 runs. He is 0 for 3. So Manor back up. This will be hitter number 18. And this one off his fist. The second baseman, Bach, will make the catch, and it's finally over. That was one disastrous inning. One we haven't seen in a long time. 12 runs.
12 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 3 runners.
We will head to the bottom half of inning number 6. So take that back, inning number 5. And the Quakers down in this one, 16-9 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We head only to the bottom of the 5th inning after the Quakers giving up 12 runs in the top half. Haju will continue to throw for Heidelberg. The new catcher will be Mark Ochoa. And here is the fact we haven't seen a hitter in so long. I forgot who it was. As Isaiah Shake will step to the plate. Quakers down 16-9. And the first pitch in there for a strike. We're trying to figure how long that half inning lasted. It would have to be at least 45 minutes. Breaking pitch, fly ball, right field. Manor coming over. He'll make the catch, and I think they're having a hard time seeing the baseball in this sky here now as we get into the evening hours. Here's Bach, one away.
Now pinch hitting for your Quakers, number
Take
31.
that back. Looks like we will see Addison Robertson in for Bach. So Robertson will step up. Robertson hitting at 200 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 2. And the pitch, swing and a miss.
Here we go. Just take one now. Get on it.
The 0-1 delivery on the way is low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're the one now. We need you. Come on now. You're the one.
The wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way is in there for strike 2. Well, you go back to the last game here. Quakers had trailed early. We went back and forth against Olivet. Ended up winning that contest. There's a swing and a miss. Strikeout of Robertson, and there's 2 away. And here's Kendall Baker. Quakers ended up winning that contest by a final of 20-11. So a combined 31 runs in our last game. The Quakers have had a 23-run ball game, a 22, a 31, and now a 25 as Baker lifting this one down the line in left field. Sykas there will make the catch, and the Quakers go down in order here in the 5th inning. We will head to the 6th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. The Berg on top of this one, 16-9.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com. Hirschberger, Shirk, and Frank all due up. Quakers now using pitcher number 7 here tonight as we will see another right-hander. This time it'll be Austin Green, the freshman out of Brownstown. And his first pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Hirschberger 3 for 4. He doubled and singled in the 5th inning as part of that 12-run inning. Pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, for Green, this will be his 3rd appearance, 3 innings. As this pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. He has given up 4 hits, a run. It was earned. 3 strikeouts and a walk. 0-1 on the year. He has a team best coming in, ERA of 3. Holmes has pitched. Christian has pitched. Grieve has pitched. Smith, Gorman, and Carter. Is that pitch missing as well? 3 balls and a strike. And that'll be a leadoff walk now for Hirschberger. Boy, their numbers are going to look really good by the time they're done this afternoon. Here's Shirk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Darren Shirk.
So the Quakers using 7 pitchers. The only one we haven't seen so far that has pitched this year is Matt Mathias. But right now, no one throwing in the Earlham bullpen, and I don't remember the last time that Earlham has used 7 pitchers in a ball game. Pitch is up high. I don't even remember the last time that Earlham's pitching staff, at least under Steve Sakositz, had given up 12 runs in an inning. The stretch again by Green, and the pitch on the way is high and inside, 2-0. So you're looking at another inning. We've only seen the 1 half inning back in the 3rd for Heidelberg where they had not gotten a base runner. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. He even got a walk back in the second, but after that, 2 runs in the fourth, and then again 12 more runs in the fifth inning. And they lead it 16-9. Runner at first will take off. This one swung on, hit well into center field. Going back on it, Lynch, see you later. Dead center field, 390 and a home run by Shirk. And add 2 more on the board. The second home run hit by Heidelberg here this afternoon, and it's now 18-9.
Now batting the first baseman, number 25.
Here is Parker Frank. Boy, he got every bit of that one. Shirk, I know that wind may be blowing a little bit, but not enough to affect the baseball like we saw against Olivet. That pitch is low and outside, 1-0. He just hit that one well. Green made that mistake, as a freshman would do, as that pitch low, 2-0, and you fall behind in the count the way that you have so far. You ended up walking Hirschberger. You fell behind on Shirk. And you lay one out over the plate, you're going to get hurt, as that pitch low and outside, 3-0. Game now 2 hours and 24 minutes. 3-0 pitch. And he misses low and outside. Second walk now for Green. And Long will step to the plate.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Evan.
We are about ready to see the 8th pitcher warming up now for the Quakers. We'll see who this is. Looks like that may be Spencer Owen, another freshman, getting warmed up. And it's quickly 1-0 now to Evan Long. Long hit the grand slam in the 5th inning. He has scored 3 times. He has 3 hits. And now Krumloff out to talk with Green. So if we see one more, pretty sure that'll be the most we have seen in one game, pitching-wise for the Quakers. And this will be the first time if Owen gets into the ball game that we have seen Spencer Owen. Green again into the stretch, and the pitch on the way. It's outside, 2-0. That is now 6 straight balls after the home run by Shirk. Green again will check the runner at first, and the pitch on the way came inside, and that one is fouled away. So now 14 runs scored by Heidelberg over the last 2 innings. They had sent 21 hitters to the plate in the last couple of innings as well, as the runner takes off, and that's chopped foul, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, now to Long. Green again will come set, throws to first, this time a short lead by Frank. Here's the break-even pitch on the way, and it's a curveball low and inside, 3-2. And now the payoff pitch. Nope, we'll see Green step off, look the runner back. Runner will take off. The pitch is hit well. A line drive into right field in front of Baker. Frank will head to third. The throw not in time, but he comes off the bag and is tagged out. Well, Frank was there in time, but his slide was a little bit late, and he couldn't hold his momentum.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 52, Kyle
So Long will get his 4th base hit. He will stay down at first base. Quakers catch a break right there. Here is Slovic. Slovic 3 for 3 with a walk. He has scored twice. And the Quakers got a break. Green into the stretch on the pitch. That one's hit foul. Well, the good news is if you're a Quaker fan, you at least get an out in this inning. Double play right here will get you out of it. Try to go to work offensively. You got a long way to go in this one. The pitch on the way is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Slovic. See if Long will be on the move at first base. He has a very short lead. Now takes that extra step, and Green will throw to first. So you mentioned in the bullpen for the Quakers, another freshman, Spencer Owen. You see, Green's a freshman, Owen's a freshman. Gorman's a freshman. Jordan Christian a freshman. Grieve a freshman. He potentially would throw 5 freshmen here tonight. Sack talked about that in the pregame. You want to win games, but this is where you find out when you get to conference play where you can use guys, where you maybe trust them a little bit more than perhaps in other situations. Here's the throw to first again, but you got to test these guys to see if they'll be ready by the time the conference season will roll around. Quakers have marked down the date already. They'll be at Rose on March the 24th. That's just 8 days away. Runner at first will take off, swing and a miss, throw down to second, gets through, and heading to third will be Long. So that'll be a stolen base and an error as we'll see the runner advance to third. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count now to Slovic. So now Slovic a chance to drive in a run right here with a runner down at third and still just 1 away here in the 6th inning. The stretch again by Green. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball, and he got him swinging. So 2 away and a big strikeout for Green. And that'll bring up number 13. Is this not Jenkins anymore? This is going to be
the catcher,
Ochoa,
number 13,
in this spot.
Mark Ochoa.
So Ochoa hitting here in the 7th inning. His first plate appearance. And the pitch is low and outside for a ball. Well, Jenkins, a nice afternoon. Played in just 1 inning. Got 2 at bats. Scored a run. Got 2 hits. The 1-0 pitch on the way is low and inside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, now 2-1. The 2-1 delivery right down the middle for a strike, now 2-2 to Ochoa. Ochoa, just a freshman. The break-even pitch is popped up right center field. Going over is Lynch, and he will reach up and make the catch, and that will do it here for the top of inning number 6. We head to the bottom half of the 6th, but again, 2 runs as Shirk the 2-run shot. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Heidelberg 18, and Earlham 9.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There's only one place to go on the web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. It's easy, it's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clicking awesome.
We will head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Barger, Lynch, and Laird all due up. New pitcher now for Heidelberg. I'm sure how many pitchers they've used here tonight, but they've used quite a few as well. Cameron Deemer is a right-hander, a freshman out of Wadsworth, Ohio. Deemer making his 4th appearance, 12 2/3 innings, giving up 10 hits, 6 runs all earned, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. No record in an ERA of 4.26. Barger hasn't seen the plate in quite some time. Back in the 4th inning, he is 0 for 3, but from a time standpoint, it's been forever. Pitch is in there for a strike. Quakers down 18-9. Of course, the now 18 runs as time is called. Representing the most runs Quakers have given up. They had given up 11 twice, 9 once. That pitch way outside the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and 2-1. Thing would concern me the most, and again, we haven't seen the best, as that pitch is low, 3-1. We haven't seen Earlham's best, but what are you going to do? You can't throw Talcott every ball game. Some of these other guys are really going to have to step up pretty quick. That pitch low and outside for ball 4. And Barger with the leadoff walk. Quakers have a man on.
Batting the
and
center
that'll
fielder,
bring up Lynch.
Number 2, Lynch.
Lynch tripled back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3. Pitch is low and outside, and this young right-hander not able to find the strike zone with any consistency so far here in this 6th inning. Here's the stretch by Deemer, and the pitch on the way, and it's low once again. And he apparently isn't even close. The home plate umpire barely moving. We'll see the catcher Ochoa out now to talk with Deemer. We look up and down the roster for the Quakers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 freshmen on this Quaker roster. I didn't realize there were that many, but 13. The Heidelberg, they've got a whole lot of freshmen as well. The 2-0 pitch, and it's not even close again, 3-0. There's another right-hander warming up in the Heidelberg bullpen. And again, not even close. Back-to-back walks. And that'll bring up Brandon Laird. And we have seen many, many times where no lead is safe here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. All I have to do is go back to last year against Wabash to attest to that. Laird doubled in the third inning. He has scored twice. And that pitch by Deemer in there for a strike.
The shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
Quakers runners at first and second here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The pitch by Deemer way outside, and boy, I tell you what, sometimes he has not even been close to the strike zone. I mentioned a right-hander is throwing for Heidelberg. Still has his jacket on, so he cannot see the number. And pitch low and inside. We're on the verge of having our second straight 3+ hour ball game. We were playing into the darkness. Of course, the time change will help tonight. You can see the shadows now starting to make their way as this one is hit lightly to the right side. Long will field and throw. A low throw dug out by Franck. It will advance the runners to second and third, so there's one away.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19.
Here's Elkis.
Eric Elkis.
Elkis singled his last time up. Elkis, too, has scored twice. And now with a pitcher that is struggling, look for something to drive right here. The pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Quakers right now will have to piece this together, get a strong inning, try to mount this comeback as that pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Deemer, the right-hander. And still trying to find the strike zone here in this inning before the Quakers can put some runs on, try to get out of here. As this pitch gets away from Ochoa, a run will score. Imagine that would be a passed ball right there. Looked like Ochoa should have made the catch. So now the Quakers make it 18-10. The stretch again by Deemer. Runner down at third, and the pitch is chopped right back to the pitcher, Deemer. He'll look the runner back, throw to first, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up now Dopp.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp will step to the plate. He has a couple of base hits, 2 for 3. Deemer working into the stretch, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. We have probably seen, 6 pitchers now for Heidelberg. We mentioned the Quakers have run 8 different pitchers out there, and I don't remember the last time we've seen that many arms in one game. As that pitch is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dopp. We're probably going to see one more for the Quakers as Spencer Owen continues to throw in the Earlham bullpen. He's another freshman. Unmissed. Catcher Ochoa lost track of what the count was. He was ready to head to the dugout. The count of 1-2. Pitch will get away from Ochoa for a moment. He's able to recover it in time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deemer set to throw, and the break-even pitch on the way, and Boyd just missing on the outside. So we'll go 3-2. That one back up the middle. That's a base hit. That'll score a run as Lynch will cross the plate. And Dopp able to drive in a run. That's his 3rd base hit of the ball game.
Now batting, the catcher.
And the Quakers make it 18-11.
Krumloff.
Krumloff tripled back in the 3rd. He is 1 for 3. The stretch again by Deemer, and the breaking pitch in there for a called strike. This one hit to left field. Sykes is there. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 6th inning. They do pick up 2 runs. We will head now to inning number 7. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Heidelberg 18 and Earlham 11. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
11.
Last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, alumni! Wondering how you can stay connected to Earlham? The Alumni Office is here to make the connection last by organizing events in your area, representing alumni voices on campus, and helping you get connected to resources across our global community.
A reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed squares, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop, home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. We had mentioned that we saw Spencer Owen throwing in the bullpen. This will be his first appearance. He is a freshman right-hander out of Bargersville, Indiana. He will be facing the top of the order, Ridzuski, Sykes, and Manor, barring a pinch hitter.
Number 2.
But we have made it to the 7th inning. 2 hours and 47 minutes since we started this contest at 4 o'clock. Combined 29 runs as that pitch is outside for a ball. Here's the wind by Owen and the pitch. Good fastball in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. Spencer Owen, 6'1", 175. Popped up into shallow center, and this will fall in for a base hit. big turn at first there by Radzewski, and he's having a nice day.
Now
that is going to be
his
his fourth hit.
Number 11, Matt Sykes.
Here's Sykes. Double back in the first, flew out in the third, hit by pitch in the fourth. He walked and was hit by pitch in the fifth. He has scored twice. Here's the stretch again by Owen in the pitch. This one blooped toward the second baseman. It'll be fielding and throwing to second and hitting the base runner. And that will put both runners on as Robertson tried to make that play at second base. Sykes will reach on the fielder's choice, and so now runners at first and second. And Manor will step to the plate.
Now batting, the right fielder.
It'll be an error on Robertson.
Manor.
So now runners at first and second. Manor steps to the plate. And Owen into the stretch. He'll check the runner at second. Here's the pitch. He'll show bunt. The throw down to second, not in time. As Krumloff with that strong throw. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch again by Owen in the pitch. That one gets away from Krumloff. The runner will take off to third, and he is way short on the slide, and Radzewski is thrown out easily. I'm not sure if he thought that ball got past the catcher Krumloff, but he was thrown out very easily down at third, so that'll eliminate 1 base runner. 2 balls and no strikes. Now to Manor. Owen's pitch caught the outside corner, 2-1. Owen will check the runner at first. Here's the stretch. And the pitch on the way to the plate, in there for another strike, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch hit down the line. This is going to be trouble. That's going to be extra bases. That one all the way to the fence. Heading to third will be Sykes. He'll hold up there. And for Manor, a stand-up double. If you don't get the runner thrown out at third, there's another run. Here's Hirschberger.
Now batting, the third baseman. Number 14, Adam Hirschberger.
I was thinking about the last time that the Quakers, though they've had the luxury of having upperclassmen pitchers, but the last time they've thrown so many freshmen in a single game. And, of course, you're looking at, as Coach Sachs said in our pregame, you got to find out what some of these guys can do, and so far they found out today it has not been a good afternoon as the infield will come in with runners at second and third. Here's the pitch by Owen. It's in there for a strike. But you got to put him in at some time. If you look at the roster from a pitching standpoint, as far as any upperclassmen, you have Dalton Carter's a senior. Here's the pitch on the way and a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. But you just don't have a whole lot of upperclassmen. Matthias is a junior. Alcott is a sophomore. Of course, had that great year last year. That pitch just outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But again, everyone else. Howie Smith, we saw him earlier. He is struggling right now. He's a senior. You just don't have a whole lot of pitchers that can come in. This one popped up to the right side. This could be trouble. That one falls in for a base hit. Another run will score. Heading to the plate and scoring the next run as Both Sykes and Manor score. And Hirschberger with the bloop base hit, driving in 2 more runs. And the Quakers have given up 20.
Now batting.
They just scored 20 against Olivet and have given back 20 here tonight. 22 hits now by Heidelberg. Here's Shirk. In there for a strike. Tell you what, Heidelberg's getting a lot of batting practice here tonight. Shirk hit that 2-run blast back in the 6th inning. That's in there for strike number 2. This is his 6th plate appearance. Scored twice. Do it again, would you? That pitch in the dirt, 1 and 2. A little sexual harassment going on here in the press box. I feel a lawsuit coming. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Owen again into the stretch. Here's the pitch. That one a good cut and foul back to the backstop. That may have gone off the cement portion. They'll keep that ball in play. We'll stay at 1 and 2. You've seen now a combined 31 runs on 31 hits, 5 errors. Pitch way high, 2 and 2. And this would be considered in that category of some really ugly baseball. This one now starting to match the Olivet contest, though in reverse. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Owen, here's the pitch, and got him looking. So Shirk will strike out. That is out number 2.
Now batting the first baseman,
Parker Frank.
Number 25, Parker Frank.
Frank has walked 3 times. He has scored 3 times. He singled back in the 4th inning. He has been on base 4 out of the 5 times. And we'll take that pitch in there for a strike. Quakers have another right-hander throwing in their bullpen.
I feel that walk. Hands and toes are frozen.
Here's the stretch once again by Owen, and the pitch is outside. And that'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. 22-11. Highlighted by the 12-run 5th inning. Pitch is high and outside, 2 and 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up to the left side. Dot the third baseman in foul territory will make the catch. And that will do it for the top of inning number 7. But 2 runs across once again for Heidelberg. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Heidelberg 20, Earlham 11.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Quakers will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 7. Isaiah Shake, followed by Bach and Robertson. take that back. It'll be Shake, Robertson, and Baker. Robertson replacing Bach in the 5th inning. Deemer back in once again, comes inside with a pitch as Shake squares to bunt, fouls that one away. No balls and a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Shake behind now at 0-2. Was all the news today. Tom Crean being let go down at IU as that pitch is outside. NCAA tournament action going on today. This one chopped third base side, and that'll go foul. We'll stand 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shake struck out back in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd, and then flew out in the 5th inning. Deemer's pitch is on the way. Come upstairs with some high heat, struck him out. And there's one away.
Now batting the second baseman.
Here's Robertson.
Number 31, Addison Robertson.
Deemer gets the sign. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, we'll be back here on Saturday afternoon. Wilmington will be here. The battle of the Quakers. That's in there for a strike. Wilmington for a 1 o'clock game on Saturday, followed by the 3:30 contest, and then back Sunday at noon. 2-1. Then the Quakers will play Wittenberg on March the 22nd. That is another 4 o'clock start time. That's in there for a strike. 2-2 now to Robertson. And then again, 8 days away from the conference opener at Rose-Hulman for 3. Swing and a miss. Ochoa will step out and throw to first. A strikeout throw out of Robertson, and there's 2 away. And here's Baker.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Kendall so far this afternoon, he singled back in the 3rd, walked in the 4th inning, flew out in the 5th. That bunt single back in the 3rd, part of a 5-run 3rd inning. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and this young man, Deemer, settling down a little bit more here in the 7th inning. Pitch low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Quakers will have some work to do before the 3 games on Saturday and Sunday. As that pitch grounded right back to the pitcher. Deemer steps off, throws to first, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 7th inning.
No runs, no
we
hits,
head to the
no
8th
errors,
on the Wesley
no
Bates
on
Wealth Management
After
scoreboard.
7 innings of play,
Heidelberg
your score.
20. Earlham 11. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio
20.
Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Well, the Quakers back to their bullpen, and for the first time this year, we will see who turned out to be one of the best pitchers, if not the top pitcher in the conference last year, in Walter Talcott, the sophomore out of Lafayette, and what a year he had. But this will be his first appearance this season. He'll come in relief here in the 8th inning. All kinds of accolades coming in the preseason honors for Talcott.
Leading off the 8th inning for Heidelberg. The second baseman.
Long is scheduled to
4.
lead things off here in the bottom, or should say top of the 8th inning. Talcott's first pitch on the way is a fastball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the wind and the 1-0, hit foul. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch and a breaking ball that stays inside. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Long. Long, Slovic, and Ochoa all due up. Walter named the HCAC Freshman of the Year last year as that pitch is outside, 3-1. He was the Mid-East Region Rookie of the Year by D3Baseball.com. Led the conference in wins with 10. His ERA last year at 1.91. That one hit foul. Finished with 5 complete games a year ago. Led the team in 87 strikeouts and broke Earlham's single-season records for wins, strikeouts, and innings pitched at 89.1. Quite a surprise. That pitch stays up high, and that'll be a leadoff walk. But again, his first action of the season. We will see a new hitter now for Heidelberg as Corey Jacobs will hit for Slovak.
Pinch hitting for Heidelberg. Number 33, Corey Jacobs.
So Jacobs will step in. Jacobs coming in hitting at .321 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 3. And the fastball in there by Talcott. And Jacobs behind it, no balls and a strike. Boy, 20 runs and 22 hits for Heidelberg. Pitches inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. We mentioned you're talking about 8 pitchers used. Here tonight, just nothing has worked. The stretch and the 1-1 pitch is up high, and in Walter, you would expect him to maybe be a little bit rusty, getting his first action in relief. He has been it's pretty much a starter the majority of his freshman year. Here's the 2-1 pitch, popped him up, coming back our way. The catcher, Krumloff, should have a play on this one, and against that high sky, and he dropped it. And that is the kind of day it has been. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Jacobs. Talcott works into the stretch. The pitch on the way. This one hit well into left field, and over to make the play is Barger. Well, that one hit on a rope, but Barger a few feet to his right to make the catch, 1 away. So we will now bring Ochoa back to the plate.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13, Mark Ochoa.
Ochoa will step up with a runner at first, and again 1 away. Talcott into the stretch and the pitch, and a breaking ball called strike. Two runs in the first inning. 2 more runs in the 4th, the 12 in the 5th, 2 more runs in the 7th as the throw goes to first. Quakers have had a couple of home runs off their pitching staff this afternoon as the pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Talcott. They've had a couple of hit batsmen. They've walked several. Those numbers we mentioned, the ERA of 9, that will balloon. All the other numbers will go up as well once you see the stats. Ground ball toward the third baseman, Dopp. He'll get 1 at second. Robertson can't make the turn, but 2 away on the force out at second base. And now back to the top of the order. Ridzuski.
Joey Ridzuski.
Ridzuski singled in the 7th inning. He had a good start of this one earlier today with a double and a couple of runs that they scored back in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss. No balls and a strike now to Ridzuski. The stretch and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Ridzuski out of Chesterfield, Michigan. They have a few players out of Michigan. Of course, they recruit heavily in the state of Ohio, as you would expect. Just 1 player out of Indiana. Here's the stretch by Talcott, and the pitch on the way is a fastball up high. And the count 1-2. We thought a team that would come in here running the way that Heidelberg has done so far, but boy, they had beat this Earlham pitching staff around here this afternoon. The stretch again by Talcott. And the runner at first got a great jump, and that one hit into the screen. Ochoa started to go, then stopped, and then once Talcott made his move toward the plate, he was committed to going to second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the stretch once again. And the pitch, and a breaking ball high and outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walter gets the sign. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And nice pitch by Talcott, and that'll do it for Heidelberg here in the 8th. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Heidelberg 20, Earlham 11.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Heidelberg back to their bullpen. And we will see a young man that has not pitched so far this season, as this will be Justin Lasario,
now
a freshman of El Raya, Ohio.
Number 1, Jordan Becorn.
So Lasario getting his first action. Matt Barger will lead things off. Becorn will be, by the way, Jordan Becorn will take over now for Heidelberg in center field.
Number 20, Matt Barger.
That is the only defensive change that we see so far, as Lasario, the right-hander, set to throw in his first pitch in there for a strike.
Come on. Both ways.
Barger scored a couple of runs. He has a stolen base. Still looking for his first base hit. The stretch and the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Earlham crowd didn't like that call. The games are on. 7:14. Three hours and 15 minutes. Swing and a miss, and Barger is done. There's one away.
Now batting the center fielder.
Here's Nate Lynch.
Number 2, Nate Lynch.
Lynch tripled back in the 3rd inning. He has scored twice. Lasario's pitch swung on and missed. Quakers 11 runs, 9 hits. Heidelberg 20 runs, 22 hits. Lasario into the stretch and the pitch. This one chopped over the mound, charging Radzewski. He will throw to first, not in time, and Lynch with the infield single.
Now batting the shortstop, number 17.
Here's Brennan Laird. So the Quakers now with 10 base hits. 2 or 3 of those have been infield base hits. Laird struck out in the 1st. He doubled in the 3rd, walked in the 4th. He has scored twice. Oh, 6 curveball did not curve. 1-0. First look here for Laird at the right-hander Lasario. The pitch in there for a strike. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the stretch by Lasario on the pitch. Just outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. There is actually now 2 right-handers throwing in the Heidelberg bullpen as that's in there for a strike. Quakers quiet on their side. They'll let Talcott finish this one out, give him a chance to get some work in. I think he's scheduled to pitch this weekend in that 3-game series against Wilmington. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, and it's swung on and hit foul. We will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch out of the strike zone, 3-2. The stretch by Lasario on the payoff pitch, and that's up high and inside, and we'll have 2 runners on. Here's Elkis.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Eric Elkis.
Elkis walked and scored back in the 2nd, grounded out in the 3rd, singled in the 4th and scored, and then grounded out in the 6th inning. So now the Quakers runners at 1st and 2nd. Lasario into the stretch. The pitch hit well into right field. Losing it is Manor. This one will fall on the warning track. Lynch will score. Laird rounding 3rd. He's on the heels of Lynch. He will score. And Elkis in with a 2-run double.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 runs
number
back.
7, Danny Duck.
And it's now a 7-run lead. Here's Dopp. Dopp 3 for 4. A run scored. The stretch by Lasario and the breaking pitch in there for a strike. And now we have seen a combined 33 runs. That will surpass the Olivet matchup in which we saw a combined 31. This ballpark is now beginning to get a little bit of a reputation as that pitch swung on and missed. You have now seen, 64 runs scored in just 2 games here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Losario's pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop. Radzewski charging and throwing, and he'll get the out there as Elkis will advance to 3rd. So 2 away, and here's Krumloff.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody, a fielder's choice in the 2nd, tripled in the 3rd, scored. Fielder's choice in the 4th, and flew out in the 6th inning. Lasario trying to get one more right here. That pitch will get away from Ochoa, and no advancement. Of course, Elkis not a whole lot of speed down there at 3rd. Won't take the chance. There's not a whole lot of room right behind home plate to the backstop area. In fact, what you see there at the bottom of your screen, there's only maybe another 5 feet or so. Lasario into the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and the breaking ball. Wow. That was not a good call right there. A strike. Lasario, here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, he went around. That last pitch was really bad, though. That could not have been a strike. Imagine right now, umpire looking to get some of these guys to swing the bat, I guess. But that last one against Krumloff was about as bad as you'll see. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. What's that? Seriously. We got pretty dark in that Olivet game. We're getting close here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, deep in the hole. Hirschberger. His throw to first is off the mark, and a run will score. And I believe that'll be another error on Hirschberger, the third baseman. So the Quakers have now scored 3 runs in the inning.
Number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So now it's a 6-run ball game. Here's Isaiah Shake. The pitch on the way, hit hard toward the shortstop. Radzewski knocks it down, flips on to second, gets the out there. And that will do it for the Quakers in the inning. We head to the 9th, but the Quakers score 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Heidelberg 20, Earlham 14. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Matt Mathias will take over for the Quakers, and they're about out of pitchers by now. I don't know who would be left. Mathias, is that it? Mathias on the year. Let me check his numbers here for you. This will be his 4th appearance, 5 1/3 innings, giving up 7 hits. 9 runs, all earned. 1 strikeout, 4 walks. His ERA 15.19. The new hitter for Heidelberg, we will see Zach Cleaver. He is out of Bloomington, Indiana.
Zach Cleaver.
Cleaver will hit in the spot of Sykes. So the only player on the team from Indiana for Heidelberg is this young man right here, and he'll take that pitch in there for a strike. So Mathias, the right-hander, set to throw once again. That'll be chopped foul. And the count now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, low and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cleaver back in once again. The right-handed hitter, Mathias, set to throw, and a swing and a miss. And Cleaver strikes out for out number 1 here in the 9th. Here is Alex Manor.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 28, Alex Manor.
Manor has been up 6 times in this ball game. First look at Mathias. Hit foul. Manor struck out back in the first inning, lined out in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th, walked and scored in the 5th. He also flew out in the 5th, doubled and scored in the 7th. Here's the 0-1 pitch, hit well into right field. That's a base hit. So Manor, his second hit. Hit number 23 now for Heidelberg.
Number 14, Adam Hirschberger.
Here's Hirschberger. He, too, this will be his 7th plate appearance. 4 hits on the day as Matthias into the stretch, and the pitch on the way is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Fans that have endured this one here into the evening hours. Very cold evening, getting colder as we go. As the runner at first takes off, the pitch out of the strike zone. The throw down to second got him. So Manor thrown out trying to steal. There's 2 away. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Hirschberger. And Matthias with the pitch. That's a strike. Here's your 2-1 pitch. High and inside, 3-1. The 3-1 delivery in there for a strike. We'll go 3-2. The payoff pitch on the way by Matthias, low and outside, and that'll be a 2-out walk. Now we will see Jordan Beacorn hit in the place of Shirk in center field.
Number 1, Jordan Beacorn.
Shirk will leave after hitting that home run. That one hit hard. Backhand attempt by Robertson, and they cannot make the play down at second base. Everyone is safe. Good attempt by Robertson on the backhand and almost made the out with Laird coming over to cover the bag.
Number 25, Parker Frank.
So here is Frank. This 2 for Frank will be his 7th plate appearance. 24 hits on the board now for Heidelberg as Matthias into the stretch. The delivery on the way is in there for a strike. Mentioned there are still 2 pitchers throwing in the Heidelberg bullpen. Matthias will check the runner at second. Comes home with a pitch, and that one bounces in front of Krumloff. Boy, he's put in a long day. Mentioned this game started at 4. We're now exactly 3 hours and 30 minutes of baseball. The 1-1 pitch on the way, low and inside, 2-1. Not sure anyone expected the game to go the way it has gone here today. And again, the Quaker pitching staff continuing to struggle. That is foul tipped, held on by Krumloff. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matthias once again trying to get one more. Here's the pitch. Ground ball toward Robertson. His throw to first in time, and that'll do it. We will head to the bottom half of the 9th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Heidelberg 20, Earlham 14. This is Quaker Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
New pitcher now for Heidelberg. They will go with another right-hander. This is Connor Pasella out of Rochester Hills, Michigan. Quakers will pinch hit right here. Corey Arnold, a freshman out of Hamilton. And that pitch is low for a ball. The numbers here real quick for Arnold. Let's see if he is, this is just his third plate appearance. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Arnold 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pacella's next pitch way outside, bouncing in the opposite batter's box. 2 balls and a strike. It'll be way too dark if they score 6. Guarantee it. That pitch outside, 3-1. 3-1. The pitch on the way is in there for strike 2. By the way, Pasella making his third appearance. 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. This one popped up high in the sky, but that'll go out of play. And we'll stay at 3-2. Pasella, by the way, no record coming in. He has an ERA of 3.18. 3 balls and 2 strikes as we play here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The payout pitch on the way, and it's low and outside for a ball. So Arnold is on, and this will now bring up another pinch hitter. This will be Alec Bryan, a freshman out of Indianapolis.
Number 26, Alec Bryan.
So Bryan will hit in the place of
Quakers at first base, number 12, Anthony
Baker.
Morgan.
And a pinch runner at first base, that will be Anthony Morgan. That pitch in the dirt. So again, Morgan at first. And again, Bryan at the plate. The stretch by Pasella, the pitch is again outside, 2-0. There are 2 right-handers still throwing in the Heidelberg bullpen. By the way, this may be the first appearance for Alec Bryan. There's a strike. Yeah, Bryan has not played yet this year, so this is his first plate appearance. As that pitch bouncing again to the outside, 3-1. Morgan down at first. Quakers down by 6, trying to rally here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Three balls and 2 strikes. Pasella with the pitch on the way, struck him out. So there's one away. And here's Matt Barger.
Number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger struck out his last time up. Still looking for his first base hit. He's been on base 3 times, but still no base hits. Pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, that one comes inside. It slipped out of the hands of Pasella trying to throw a breaking pitch, and that'll hit Barger. So now the Quakers have runners at first and second. And here's Lynch.
Now batting for your Quakers, the center fielder, number 2, Nate Lynch.
There is just one. I'll take that back. There are 2 actually throwing, but one Heidelberg right-hander now without his jacket on, ready to go if necessary. As that pitch bouncing again right in front of Ochoa. 1 ball and no strikes. The biggest concern now is just again how dark it is getting once again with no lights. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Lynch. See if we can pick up who is in the bullpen now for Heidelberg. Quakers runners at first and second. The stretch again by Pasella. The pitch hit foul. And the count 1-2. Right-hander in the bullpen now for Heidelberg is Alex Sir Lewis. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 away. And again, runners at first and second. Stretch by Pasella, and the pitch on the way misses badly again, and Ochoa keeps it in front of him. And the count now 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Lynch had that triple back in the third. Reaches out, misses that one. The throw down to second, not in time, but Lynch will strike out. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up now Brennan Laird. Quakers down to their last out.
Shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
Brennan has scored 3 times. He's walked a couple of times. Again, doubled back in the 3rd inning. And the first pitch he will see from Pasella is low. And the count 1 ball, no strikes. Mentioned the Quakers have used about every pitcher. I think they've used them all now. There's nobody left. Ground ball, hard hit toward the shortstop. Brzezowski will flip on to second, and that'll do it for the Quakers here now in the evening hours, as this one ends at 7:41. A game that took 3 hours and 41 minutes, and the Quakers end up losing this one here tonight by a final score of 20-14. 20 runs, 24 hits, 4 errors for Heidelberg, 14 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Quakers. Heidelberg will improve to 7-4. The Quakers fall to 1-4 on the season. And again, the Quakers back home on Saturday as they will take on Wilmington. Game 1 at 1 o'clock, game 2 at 3:30 on Saturday. Single game on Sunday beginning at noon. Final score once again, Heidelberg 20, Earlham 14. This has been Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.